video on the sandwich toaster. I was making dumplings the other day, and I was kind of thinking that I wonder if we could cook dumplings in the sandwich toaster. Not the type of dumplings that you get in Chinese restaurants or that type of thing, but the dumplings that you put in a stew. I don't put them in the stew, I put them on top of the stew, so technically what I'm making is cobbles, but it's basically a suet pastry, so it's 1 part suet, beef suet. I've got some vegetable suet, but I'm using beef suet, but you can use vegetable suet if you like. 1 part beef suet to 2 parts flour, and then a little bit of water to bind it. And then, because I was kind of thinking that I've cooked pastry in the sandwich toaster before, and it crisps things up, so potentially we should be able to make a dumpling. Oh, we've got wires falling down. We should be able to put it in a dumpling in it, and it should work. So 100 grams of suet, 200 grams of self-raising flour. That's flour with a bit of raisin agent in it, and then just enough some salt, a little bit of salt, just a little bit, free running salt, not rock salt, because we want it to we don't want like salt crystals in there. And then a little bit of water to bind it, and then the idea is that you just add enough water to bind it together. So what I tend to do is I put water in, and it wants to be quite loose as well, so that's just about coming together. So we'll take that bit out, and then we'll add a bit more water, because we don't want to mix it up too much. It wants to be quite a loose mixture, so it's quite wet as well, so that bit can come out, and then a little bit more water in there, just to pick up the last bits of the flour and the suet. A little bit more water. And then, well, we'll see, won't we? I was thinking maybe I should put a little bit of oil in the in the sandwich toaster, but maybe not. So add those back together, just loosely mix it, and then sandwich toaster on, and then let's clean my hands, and let's put a little bit of oil in one. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put oil in one, and we'll put no oil in the other, and then we know, don't we? And we know if I can find a pastry brush and I can find some oil quickly. That's oil. It's going to be olive oil, but that'll be fine. That's too much oil. That's way too much oil. That's just going to make a mess, is that? Not to worry. Not to worry. So, probably wants a little bit of oil on me. So much for short videos. So, oil on there. Top and bottom, and then how much we put in? That much in that one, and don't want to use all of it. That's what the problem is. That much in that one. I don't think that will stick. Maybe that's a bit too much. How much have we got left? That'll be fine. Let's just do those two, and then we can have another go if needs be. Right. So, I'll probably get a bit more than that. You should just press it into the corners, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, that gives it a little. I'll need a little bit of space for expansion, won't it? So, clean my hands before I turn the turn the camera off and see what happens. Yeah, maybe we should have put less in. Let's just take some of that out. Let's just take some of that out and then it doesn't explode everywhere. Yeah, that'll be fine in there. Right, so it's soldering into flour, so it's gonna puff up, isn't it? So that's there, that closed, and then pause, and we'll see how this works out. Right, it's clicked a few times, so it's kind of got up to temperature a couple of times. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, there we go. A bit uneven there, isn't it? But that's probably down to being a cheap sandwich toaster. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? That's right. I must admit, suet pastry is one of my favourite pastries. So let's have a break open of this and see. We didn't need to oil it. There's enough fat coming out of it. I need a little bit more cooking, but that works, doesn't it? I don't know what practical application this is. But it certainly works. There we go. We can make suet dumplings in a sandwich toaster, and I'm talking with a mouthful. Again, those crunchy bits are the best bit. So, I don't know what use that is. I don't know what use that is. I mean, if you want your suet pastry crispy on all sides, but it'd be nice to like dunk in your soup or dunk in your stew. You know. What are those one we call it? What are those? I wonder if you could cook cornbread in it. Potentially. I wonder if you could cook all types. I've cooked other types of pastry in it. I wonder if you could cook what other things we could cook in it. But anyway, so a success. It works. I don't know what use that is, but it was a question I had, and I answered it. A success.